Hello everybody, Tyranno here, and today we're taking a look at the main vehicle price for the Steel Baron event, which is HMS Barham, one of the Queen Elizabeth class battleships, which is coming to the game at rank 6 battle rating 7.0. So this is quite an interesting addition because of course this is one of the Queen Elizabeth class battleships, and of course at the moment Britain doesn't really have any 7.0 naval vessels outside of HMS Hood. So the addition of Barham is quite interesting because of course on the American tech tree we got the USS Mississippi, which laid the way for USS Tennessee to be added. So hopefully this is laying the way for future Queen Elizabeth class battleships to be added. So we'll take a look at the vessel itself and see how good it is and what we can sort of expect from some of the future Queen Elizabeth class battleships. And of course it looks like it's been added in its World War I configuration because of course it doesn't really have much in the way of anti-aircraft armament. But you have got these 4 twin turrets with the 15-inch guns, so you've got 2 at the front, 2 at the back. And they can fire your semi-armour piercing ballistic capped shells, 427mm penetration at 5,000 metres at 0 degree angle to 169mm at a 60 degree angle. And then you can upgrade that to fire your APC shells. So again, at same range, 516mm at 0 degrees to 197 at 60 degrees. So pretty effective shells. And then for your secondary armament, you can fire, yes, standard HE shells, or you can fire these semi-armour piercing shells. So 101mm penetration at a 5,000 metres. And you can see for the main guns, they've got a reload rate of 1.5 rounds a minute, which can be improved to 2 rounds a minute. Of course, the horizontal targeting is only 1.7 degrees a second, though it is a battleship gun, so it is expected to be a bit slow. But the vertical targeting is 4.2 degrees a second, so a little bit faster. And you've got your 14 6-inch guns at the side here, so 7 for each side of the ship. And for each side, you've got 1 at the back here for rear firing. And you can also fire at the front with these ones here by the looks of things, so good for chase fire. Unfortunately, we don't really have much in the way of anti-aircraft guns. You've just got 2 76mm guns. And honestly, I would not be surprised if they're just firing solid shot. Maybe they've got some timed fuse shells, but even they're not going to be exactly great. Basically, this is going to be very vulnerable to enemy aircraft. By the looks of things, we've got 4 rangefinders and 5 fire directors. So you've got a rangefinder above each of the main turrets. You've got some fire directors just behind them as well. The rangefinders on the turrets aren't exactly very good. Only got a measure accuracy of 79%, and it takes 20 seconds to get a firing solution. But then you've got some more effective fire directors, 93% accuracy, only 15 seconds to get a firing solution. And one of those fire directors is right up here on the top of the ship, and then you've got 2 more here. So at least 1, possibly 3 of your fire directors are pretty safe from enemy fire. It seems very unlikely you're going to take a shell up there, so it should be very hard to lose all of your fire directors, unless the radio station takes a bad hit. And you have also got these torpedo tubes. You've got 2 for each side at the front here, and then 2 for each side at the rear. And they've got a range of about 7.3 kilometres, so you could potentially use them at a bit of a distance, but honestly, I can't see them being very successful. You might be better just leaving them so you've got less chance of them being ammo racked. And as for the armour, so you can see it maxes out at about 330mm around the waterline, tapers off to about 152mm towards the upper decks. You've still got a bit of 203mm under the water, but then below that only about 50mm. The upper deck's only about 25mm, but you've got some 50mm bits underneath there. And over here it's about 38mm. Looking at the turrets themselves, turret face is about 330mm, the roof's only 108, and it tapers off a little bit towards the sides and rear of the turret. The barbets are only 254, which isn't the worst in the world, but not the best either. And again, there's some weak spots there towards the rear. Again, only 177mm at the very rear of that turret. And when you can see for this rear turret, it's actually got even less armour at the front. So yeah, some of these are going to be a little bit vulnerable. The bridge is decently well protected, though the roof armour isn't the best there either. So if a shell hits the roof there, it might still destroy your bridge. Though at least that rangefinder seems to be encased entirely in 152mm of armour, which is pretty good. They're moving towards the rear. Again, the armour does seem to taper off a little bit here, so your steering system might be a little bit vulnerable. And again, those rear torpedoes, you don't want to get hit there because you could easily get ammo racked. So like I said earlier, probably better off just not bringing them along. And you've got a pretty high crew complement of 1,184. And you've got a top speed of 23.7 miles per hour. which is pretty good for a battleship, I think. And then you've got your various camouflage schemes that can be applied. So you've got your pretty iconic dazzle camouflage there, which will be pretty good to see in game. We'll just take this out for a quick test sail. See if we can just get one salvo off on, say, that vessel over there. Ooh, did one of the secondary guns just fire? Oh, is that the deck-mounted one by the looks of things? So interestingly, it's gone for the vessels, not the enemy aircraft. I'm going to set it to enemy aircraft a second, see if it does actually try to engage them, because if it doesn't, that might be a bit of a problem, because it would mean we've got literally no anti-aircraft defence. I'm pretty sure they did give it some very good anti-aircraft defence after World War One, but yeah, during the war and maybe the immediate aftermath, not the best. Maybe they even upgraded it during World War One. I know some ships have got some very basic anti-aircraft armament at least. It's definitely going to be a bit of a problem if it doesn't have anything at all. Oh, looks like a direct hit. Yeah, we took out a decent bunch of the crew. We're already up to our top speed. So it's 28 miles per hour when everything's spaded. So that's a very good speed for a battleship. Means I think the SMS Von der Tann is about this top speed, and that's a battle cruiser. So, you know, this is officially a battleship. So that's a pretty good speed. Get another salvo off while that's still going. While that's still going in. And again, we've done another good chunk of damage. I'm going to turn the engines off, see if it starts slowing down slowly. We'll set the secondaries to go after everything. Yeah, so you can see the guns are doing pretty good damage. Not the fastest reload in the world, but again, they're battleship guns, it's to be expected. Okay, looks like the anti-aircraft shells do have some sort of timed fuse on them. So they do look like they are officially supposed to be anti-aircraft guns. They're just not engaging enemy aircraft for some reason. Maybe that's something you more have to do as a player rather than leaving it to the AI, which is a bit unfortunate, especially since we've only got the two guns and I don't want to really be taking my attention away to fire just one gun at an enemy aircraft. But anyway, that is HMS Barham. Yeah, this seems like a pretty good battleship. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to unlock it just because of time constraints, but I'm definitely hoping that we'll get some more Queen Elizabeth class battleships in the future. Be nice to get Warspite, Queen Elizabeth, and some of the other vessels. And yeah, I'm hoping that this means that Britain is going to start getting some more top tier battleships in another update. Anyway, just a quick video looking at HMS Barham. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I've been Tyranno, and I'll see you next time.